Hi guys, welcome back and thank you for entering my lady cave where we believe self-care is more. Today we're going to talk about being ungrateful and how you can be grateful. So if you would like to join this discussion, stay tuned and let's get straight into this video. I think it's really common for us to think negatively and for us to think about or focus on the things that we don't have and the things that we're not getting. And most of the time, when we indulge in negativity and focus on those things that we're not getting or that we don't have, it tends to lead to things like stress and anxiety and fear and things like that. And so when we continue to indulge in those things, we are not so much taking care of ourselves. We tend to think about what's not enough. So for example, when you move, say you move out your apartment, say you move from your mom's house to an apartment, you get your first place, and within the next 3 months, you're like, ooh, I want to move in a condo because you feel it's better, or you feel that, somebody else has it, or whatever the case may be. And so it's like, okay, you were blessed to be able to move out on your own, and you were blessed to be able to have an apartment to stay in that you can call your own. But some people will get stuck on stressing about trying to move fast or trying to get more in a short period of time, because of either their surroundings, where they feel they should be because their age, or whatever the case may be. And to me, that's not practicing self-care. That's not taking care of yourself. And that's actually being pretty ungrateful. And I'm not saying that in life you can't progress and you can't want more and better for yourself. What I'm saying is that when you ask for something and you get it, be grateful for it. Don't go on and think about what you can get more. Soak into what you're blessed with now, and you will be able to enjoy the things that you're going to get in the future. Because if you continue to sit around and think about what's not enough and what you don't have, you're going to forever do that. You're going to get a car, and it's just like, oh, if I can just get this car, I'll be good. And then as soon as you get that car, you're going to want a better car. And it's like, oh, if I can just get a newer car, I'll be good. And it's just like, the car is going to get you to and from the same place. It's going to do the same things. And I'm not saying because, your car broke down and you feel like you want a new car. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this to say that we as human beings need to practice being more grateful for what we have. And I think that would avoid a lot of negative issues that we face. And I'm not saying that we have to avoid all of our problems and our issues. But what I am saying is that we can avoid the ones that we are able to control, that we are in control of. We can avoid that. A way you can be grateful is look at what you have now that can actually be taken away from you. So think about all the things that you have now that can be taken away from you. Because I feel like people don't appreciate what they have. And I'm not going to exclude myself, because there's been times where I've been ungrateful. And people, or should I say, we will get something taken away from us. Or should I say, as soon as something gets taken away from us is when we actually appreciate it and are grateful for it. So for example, if you live in that apartment, I'm going back to the first example. If you live in an apartment, you have lights, you have water, You have food to eat. You know, you have clothes on your back. You can lock your door and go to work and come home, unlock your door, go in there, lock it, and have peace. And as soon as your lights get cut off, and I'm not saying it don't have to be because you didn't pay your bill. It could be because there's a power outage. And now it's like, you know, you're complaining again. And it's just like, you know, you can really take that as humbling yourself, because it can be taken away from you like that. And this is something that you're able to experience or have or do right now. So be grateful. Look at what you have now that can be taken away from you. And think about, if it was taken away from you, what would you do? And I think you will begin to be a little more grateful for what you have. Even the things that you think are small. Like, if you are a person that just is really blessed, and you have a lot of things, and you have extra things and things that you don't even need, and on top of things and on top of things, we may look at our lights getting cut off. We may look at our being able to have lights as something small, a small blessing compared to what you have. But when that's taken away from us, when our lights are cut off or our power is out, then we begin to be more grateful, because now it's like, wow, I can't even do this. I can't even do that. Like, I need to go and get a flashlight, or I can't even charge my phone, or I can't cook, or I can't do this. I can't, your food will spoil, you know. And so we have to really think about that, because the things that we may be calling little blessings may be huge blessings. And the things that we are being ungrateful for, we need to be grateful for, because if it was taken away from us, it would be an issue and it would be a problem. And so I'm saying this to say, we all need to be more mindful of what we have today, right now. And it helps as well as to just kind of revisit where you are and where you came from. Think about all the times that God has blessed you and came into your life and done and did something that was such a blessing that made you feel joyful. Think about the time that he came through when you were hurting. Think about the times he healed you, the times he saved your life. You have to think about that. When you think about those things, you tend to be a little more grateful, a little more joyful, a little more thankful, a little more appreciative for life itself and for everything that comes out of life. So, like they say, you know, you woke up today. Some people may think that's a little blessing. That's not a little blessing. To me, it's not. Because if I'm not alive, I can't have anything that I have. I can't do anything that I'm doing. I'm gone. So to me, that's the huge blessing. Getting everything else, a house, a condo, a car, whatever the case may be, those are smaller blessings to me. Having a life is a huge blessing. And so waking up every day makes me that more grateful. And so if we're not mindful of those things, we won't think about it, and then we tend to be ungrateful. And when we are ungrateful, we tend to feel like things are not enough. And that leads to us stressing and worrying and fearing and everything else that is not good for us. So I say this to say that self-care is being grateful. And whatever you have to do to feel that sense of gratefulness, do it. So I challenge you today to have some alone time, some quiet time, or even talk to a sibling or someone that knows you very well and maybe reminisce or talk about the things that you have now, the things that are going on in your life right now, on a positive note, things that can be taken away from you. Think about that, as well as every little single thing that God has done in your life thus far. Everything. All the blessings that you've gotten, all the things that you've done, all the people that you've came across, all the help that you've got. Think about that. We tend to go through life and say, nobody's ever helped me. Everybody ever did nothing to me, for me. Nobody's ever done anything at all. And, I'm just, we get so stuck in that. But it's like, there's a reason, there's a reason why you got here today. Somebody did something for you. And I'm not saying that everybody just has this strong support system and things like that, but what I'm saying is you have somebody. If you ain't got nobody, you got somebody. And what I mean by that is, if you don't feel like you have not one person, you have God. So you always gonna have something, and God is gonna be the person that you want to have anyways over anybody. So be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for where you are. And a way to do that is to think about what you would do if that was taken away from you. And think about all the times where you felt joy because something happened in your life. All the times that God blessed you and spared you, healed you, forgave you. Think about that. And I feel like when you do that, that should give you some sort of confirmation that you need to be more grateful in life. And maybe that will help you to be more grateful. Maybe some people struggle with it, and maybe that will help you. And I hope this video will help you. So you guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you press that notification bell so that you are notified when I upload videos. I hope this video helped you guys. I hope you take heed, and I hope you do this challenge so that you feel a little more grateful. When you feel more grateful, you feel good. You feel joy, So hope this helps. And that is it. You guys have a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous day. Peace.